All right, let me finish off this video because he has a good reaction to this.
Well, that's what you get. Graph on the top right.
Hayden Wayne for $50. Crime Boss is a really fun game. I've got a bunch of hours into it on different accounts. I've bought it for friends. The devs seem to be completely spineless. They deserve what they get. Kirsche is based, funny, and informative. This journo is trash. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
she's good
They
people.
deserve what they get. They're getting it. They're getting it. That's on them. They could have just not said anything and ignored it. But instead, they decided to cancel her to make someone that wants to have arenas where women are raped. In what world does that make sense?
It doesn't.
So
Terrible people.
I don't feel bad for him at all. You could have just not said anything and not done anything, and it would have blown the over. It's the same. You think people would have learned this by now? A lot of other companies have, but you don't need to give in to the bullshit on social media anymore. But they said, "Well, we're just going to cancel her," and
I think that's I don't think that they think it that way. I don't think money is a factor for a lot of these people, because if it was, then you wouldn't push any of this shit. It's an element of prestige and virtue signaling. That's, if you ever look at these people like, why don't you? Because if your main focus is on money, then you look at this and go, this shit is retarded because it doesn't produce any cash. But then you have to look at that. Okay, so what are they pushing it? So they're basically getting something else out of it aside from money, because the world does not revolve around just money. People's lives are also empty and boring, and they need to feel like they matter in some other way, not related to their wallet.
They were targeting Arch as well. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, that get very real for you.
That's interesting.
Philosophical for a moment.
Well, this game, I'm not going to buy this game. I don't care if it's good. It's spineless. Yeah, that sucks, Aiden. So you put a bunch of money into it, and they let you down. We get let down a lot in fandom, don't we? By bullshit like this. Rhino, you gonna do a shot with me?
I will.
Yes, I'm just eating, so have your shot. I'll do mine when I'm finished.
All right. Cheers. I'm tired of this shit, Spoon. I used to kind of have a position like you on it, but I'm tired of this shit. So I'm not saying go review bomb it, but if people want to,
but if you want to,
yeah, that's all on you. I'm just laughing at it, and I get it. I get why people do it.
Yeah, so do I.
People are tired of it. I'm not saying do it, but what you choose.
I have a very simple solution for this problem, which is to get rid of all women in entertainment. At least from the development perspective. I've openly said that on my own shows. I just went like, every time I see women in any position of authority over men, this shit happens. You get your stupid ovarian bullshit out of my games. You ruin everything. Off. I don't care if it's sexist. Eat a dick. In fact, do, because then you'll be out of my fucking games. Like, if you see like the old games in like the 90s, like you see the kind of dudes who made like Mortal Kombat, and
we've seen so many examples of this, though. We've seen so many examples. Like a lot of women will come in and say, "Oh, nice little space you got there. Sure could use a woman's touch."
Because that's what women are like. Like, men go into a space and they see like, okay, there's a dynamic of men, and I need to fit in to belong. That's not how women think. Women go in and this needs to be about me. Like, bitch. Off. No, it doesn't. That is not how male spaces work. If that's your attitude, piss the off. That is not how men work, and that is not how any dynamics with men works. If you're in the group, you stay with the group. If you can't handle the groove, then get the out. It's really that simple. And that's the reason why women ruin any space they go to, because they're wired to think about themselves and comfort. That's not our men thing. Men want dirty, grimy fun. And also, this needs to be said. The kind of women that appreciate that, oh my God, if you think that I don't like women who go into a guy's space specifically to get the away from women, Jesus Christ, the shit they say makes me look tame.
Let me get a couple super chats, and we're gonna watch. I guess Asmongold watched that whole reaction. I want to see his face on this. Hayden Wayne 75 for 20 says shameless promo. I finally made another YouTube video, and I made it about Kirsche losing her sponsor topic. I won't go into the weirdo stuff, but I talk about Kirsche and the game more. I found out the issue, and I'm not happy. I'll check it out. I will watch it. I'm
curious now.
I've got the notification bell hit on your channel, so I will look at it. Hayden Wade 75 again for 20 says the Vice article written by this weirdo dropped on the day she went on a scheduled vacation. That's true. Crime Boss dropped her as a partner 2 days after the article dropped, citing that they are a small company. It's bullshit.
They're a smaller company now.
That's the reason to stick with her. Yeah, you're right. It's a smaller company. She brought a lot. So she brought a lot of support to that game because she liked it and was passionate about it. And I mean, she gets a lot of people that watch her consistently. Like a lot of people watch her. She has like almost 3,000 people that watch her. Yeah.
Yeah, insane.
So for a company like that, with a small game, that's a lot of people that probably went over there and bought that game. And
yeah,
you just took a knife and just stuck it right in their face.
And also, there were some people actually liked it.
Yeah, she loved it. She loved it. And they fucked that up. We'll see how many copies Anna Veris will sell the game. We'll see how many. Oh, Anna.
I don't quite understand why you would do that. Like, why would you with someone like who actually liked your game? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Hayden Wade 75 for another 20 says, Tom, it isn't turned tran to be a les. It's an autogynephilic grabbing onto the trained narrative because they know that they'll get support. It's a fetish that has co-opted a mental issue so that they have a shield.
Yeah, that's probably not the truth to that.
General Isimo for 20 says someone else injected politics in irrespective of quality to the game. I'm sick of this bullshit is right. If you want people to buy a game without regard for politics, don't shove it in your politics. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Dear developers, hire more men.
You know, it's funny when you go and look at all those really good games, man, and you see the game studios, just a bunch of
dudes. There's
there's
no women around. It's because male spaces are better spaces.
Yeah, you see like Halo. Look what's happened to Halo. You know, you look at that developer office now.
Yes.
Don't quite look the same anymore.
No.
But, you know, I don't want to say not all women are bad because, like, Expedition 30.
Okay. No,
hold on. Expedition 33. Expedition 33 has some women on the team, and that game is pretty great so far from what I've seen.
Most of them would be. If you had a dude come in to,
but they're like probably like dude chicks, you know, like
if you had a dude come into a group of developers and go, hey guys, I had this idea last night, hear me out, and then goes through his idea and they're like, oh, they'd all be like, oh, that's a really cool idea. You had a girl walk into a room full of girls saying the same thing, they'd all be like, that's really stupid, even though it is a good idea.
They're probably like ball busting chicks like Anna.
Yeah, okay, here's where I will defend my stance against not all women bullshit. Listen here. The reality is women do and are irritating in many, many ways. And the main people that have an issue with women are other women. So if you make some general statement about women, the women who are based and who know their place, like in all of them, they will know that you're not talking about them. So the ones that go, well, I'm not that, shut up, bitch, it doesn't apply to you, then off. If you get offended by any like generalization that doesn't apply to you, what the is wrong with you? Piss off. It's not about you.
So you're saying the women aren't offended by what you're saying are okay to work on the game?
Yes.
Okay, I agree with that.
Yes.
I agree with you on that.
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost a
I agree
test.
with you.
It's almost a
I
test.
hate people that get offended by generalizations that apply to them. Like, bitch, you're just looking to get
Yeah.
offended. F off, you pussy weakling.
Yep.
I agree with you.
I hate those people that are passionate.
Yeah.
There's nothing that irritates me more than people who get offended on behalf of other people. F off.
I'm going to say the women that worked on Expedition 33 probably aren't offended by what you said.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Because they made a
They
dope
probably
game.
agree with you.
Yeah.
The main thing that women come to complain to me about is other women, because they know I'm the guy that will just straight up say shit about women. They're like, oh my God, thank you. Someone else who sees the shit that annoys me.
You know what's really funny, though, about all this is, you know what women hate?
Yes. The easiest way to actually
Other
get women is
women.
to hate women in public, because other women will come to you and go like, oh my God, finally a man. It's true.
Yeah. Hayden
Oh,
Wayne.
misogyny doesn't get you pussy. Yes, it does. Shut up. Don't
It's
fucking
true,
tell
though.
me that. That's
Will
bullshit.
women like assholes?
Yes.
Hayden Wayne 75 for 20. They want to create an audience that only knows the woke bullshit. It likely comes from the publisher and higher-ups. Kirsche revealed today that she was in talks with the devs to actually become a playable character in the game. Wow.
That's pretty base, actually.
Man, they themselves.
Yeah. Because
That
that
was
would have
so
sold
stupid.
well.
That was so stupid. It's going to kill them. It's going to kill their game, I bet. Hey, it is what it is.
In the future, there are a number of institutions that emerge. If you are a trans girl, you can go ahead and sign up for a reservation slot to an all-day access to one of many breeding facilities where you get to breed the shit out of that cis girl. You can absolutely...
I was going to wonder, how did he get this? How did he get this monetized? So he's editing it.
Is the person who wrote the article that caused this VTuber to lose this sponsorship, who has written multiple fan fictions about trans people having non-consensual sex with cis women.
Murder it. It's done. They have to cycle the girls out. Now we have breeding saunas. We have breeding bookstores, breeding movie theaters. Those are really nice. This is something we're building. This is the future. I just want to live in a world where you can walk down the street. You don't even have to worry about whether you're going to be able to breed that good wherever you go, whenever you go.
So this
profoundly neurodivergent
has been let on the loose, right?
Oh my God, the timing of that was beautiful. Oh. Oh God, that was good. To the editor, whoever did that, Jesus, that was great.
That's good. Yeah.
About people defaming them, lying about them, misrepresenting them, trying to get people canceled. Unfortunately, one of them worked as a response to this freak and saying that VTubing has a bigotry problem while you're writing fan.
What's really up about this is that first article, and Hayden Wayne was right. That article was put out on a very specific date. It was the date that she went on vacation. So she couldn't even really respond to it. And that was up. But it was done for a reason. Like, this person obviously is watching everything that she does. A lot of us have people that watch. I've got people that watch everything I do. It's kind of part of the thing. But this person happened to be a Vice journalist. So they put their little hit piece out, you know. And she couldn't respond to it. But it's just a crazy...
Actually, no, wait. I retract what I said earlier because it was done during her vacation. You ruined her vacation, you sick son of a bitch. You.
Oh, you know they did. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the purpose.
That dropped.
You asshole. You with someone on the holiday? Like, no, that's a cheap shot, you son of a bitch. That.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing when he dropped it on her vacation.
Yeah,
but
that guy.
This person, it really annoys me because these people, they want to talk about what's right and wrong and moral policing everybody, and they're the nastiest motherfuckers in the world.
Yes.
Many such cases of people like this Anna Veris person that go out and talk about all this shit.
fiction about the mass of women. The game that Kirsche promoted a lot has decided to capitulate. They have decided to give in to cancel culture. So this has obviously gone very badly for them. And you've got, again, people uninstalling the game, refunding the game. Let's take a look at some of the reviews here. All negative, all negative. So show the graph on the top right. I'm not show graph.
Jesus.
I am so happy to see people finally pushing back on this, and
too.
I hope they don't stop. I don't know whether this game is good or not, but I think that there needs to be, and this is the way that you fight against this type of cancel culture, is that you make the consequences for giving into it worse than not giving into it. That's it. You reap what you sow, you do.
I agree with him. I agree with him. Hello, it's the consequences of my actions.
I was like, why the hell would you side with a freak like that? Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Right?
Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, did you just listen to the person who was trying to go after her? Like, what the are you trying to tell me you stand behind that? Really? That says a shitload about you. Did you belong in prison? Maybe I search your hard drive, you sketchy hell.
I responded to something that he said, and I'm like, I tagged the FBI. I think the FBI should search your hard drive. And he tried to play it off and said, all they're going to find is Marvel
something you can look at,
Eternals."
maybe. Like, Mr. Patel, I do believe we have a suspect. Huh?
Let's get a team on this one right now.
Yeah, because
Yeah, and this
should be
is true.
arrested for that hairstyle. Jesus Christ.
Vice is the reason, but that person is empowered by Vice, and it's so crazy to me. This is what's so fucked up. Like, this isn't 2016 anymore. For the most part,
No, it's not.
a lot of companies do just ignore this shit now. So I was really kind of surprised to see that this little indie company bent the knee. Like, you don't have to do that anymore. And it's just crazy, man. Like, I can't believe that happened, because for the past, I mean, right now it's really unpopular, but for the past 2 years or so, a lot of companies have started to just kind of walk away from this shit. You saw it last year with the Pride stuff. Look what happened to, like, Target and Walmart.
Well, even
when they were doing
Jaguar's
this
supposed to be looking for a new ad agency, I guess, after that disaster. I don't know if you saw
Oh,
that.
really?
Something like that. I didn't read the article, but I saw something about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a shit show. I remember that their little gay car that they made.
Yeah,
That was the dumbest thing they could ever done.
just due to the cycles of how long it takes games to actually be produced, they're going to be the ones that's going to be the slowest to kind of purge the politics from the ranks, and it is also going to make gamers look kind of slow for that reason. And you case in point, this kind of shit, because oh god, it's just like, keep your bloody politics. That, like, oh god, there's so much shit that I want to say, and none of it is friendly. So I'm like really biting my tongue here.
Hayden Wayne with another $20 says, this journo tried to join the VTuber company Valure. That's true. Yep, failed VTuber. Got rejected. They are an 18-plus VTuber company who does a lot of ASMR stuff. They asked on a stream if the company was friendly to trains. We know what that word means. And the response was, if you sound like a woman.
Oh my god, that's and people think I hate women. Jeez, these people are way worse. At least I can tell the difference between a man and a woman.
Yeah.
Well, you know, in Australia, they have a method for that. They just grab the crotch.
Yes, the Trump method.
Not anymore.